Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
With no lightning in the forecast today, it's time to return to Legion Baseball play, everyone. It's game number 4 of the District 6 tournament featuring Hillsborough Central Valley and Mayport CG. Hello, welcome to the broadcast booth. I'm Derek Zimmerman-Geyer, Preston DeVille to my right, and thank you for tuning in to today's coverage of North Dakota Legion ball on Northern Cass High School at the field here today. It's not connected. This game was pushed back yesterday due to thunderstorms, now giving number 4 HCV some rest after completing the 5-3 comeback against Gardner. Meanwhile, Mayport CG makes its tournament debut at the number 1 seed. Hillsborough Central Valley, Mayport CG 1-1 against each other this summer. We'll tell you about these two teams and then some coming up on our Iron Insurance pregame show and our pregame coaches' comments coming up. This is North Dakota District 6 Legion Baseball coverage on yourliveevent.com.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Summer is a time for enjoying the outdoors and having fun in the warm weather. American Crystal Sugar reminds you of some tips to keep you safe during the summertime. When working or playing in the hot weather, be sure to stay hydrated, take extra breaks, and drink lots of water. Use sunscreen and apply frequently. Wear light, loose-fitting clothing. Wear sunglasses to protect your eyes. And if possible, wear a wide-brim hat to bring more shade cover. Never leave children or pets alone in vehicles. Summer safety reminders from American Crystal Sugar Company.
Welcome back to our Iron Insurance pregame show, now joined by the head coach of Mayport CG, Taylor Kunkel. Coach, you guys didn't get to play yesterday. Started to play at 5 p.m. and rained out. It started in Mayville. What's the team's reaction and initial thoughts coming today, finally ready to play against Hillsborough Central Valley?
Yeah, we're ready to get to work. A little bit more mentally exhausting, I think, from a coach's perspective, and maybe our starting pitcher might have had to think about it a little bit more, but we're ready to go. We're ready to play.
You guys didn't even get to leave Mayville, correct? You guys are in hitting practice.
Yeah, we were still hitting at the youth center in Mayville, and we knew that it wasn't going to happen when we saw what came through there.
You got the first initial morning off from the first round, still the first round technically right now, but having the chance to have that extra day of rest in the tournament while Hillsborough Central Valley already played yesterday morning, what's that like?
Yeah, it was nice getting the 1 seed and getting that first round bye. Yesterday if we would have played, we would have had today off too, so, if we would have won, of course. But hopefully we can come out today and get it going. It's tournament baseball, so it's always good to have an extra day of rest. We played 2 games Saturday over in Detroit Lakes too, so getting that extra day probably helps our guys as well.
What do you know about this Blue Sox squad? You played them over the course of this summer. What stands out about Hillsborough Central Valley?
Yeah, they can get hot. it was a tight game the first time we played, and then it was a tight game going into the 7th, and their bats caught on fire, beat us, scored 8 runs in the top of 7, beat us 12-4. So no, they can get hot, but hopefully we can handle that, and if we don't make errors in the field, we should be all right.
Besides errors, any final keys and thoughts to the ball game this afternoon?
Nope. I think we stay aggressive at the plate and we play smart, clean baseball. We'll be fine.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you again to Coach Tara Kunkel of Mayport Siege, #1 seed in this District 6 Legion Baseball Tournament. His squad currently at 20-6 and 1-1 this summer against Hillsborough Central Valley. Patriots beat the Sox 6-5 in the initial matchup, but recently Hillsborough Central Valley knocked off the Pats 12-4, and now they'll play for a third time this summer coming up. When we come back in our Iron Insurance pregame show, we'll talk to the head coach for HCV, Nathan Walsh. Once again, Iron Insurance pregame show brought to you by Iron Insurance. For all your insurance needs, visit Iron Insurance online at irins.com. Be right back after these messages on yourliveevent.com.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsborough. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
At the City of Hillsborough, we're here to power the moments of summer. Whether you're spending the afternoon at the pool, taking in extra innings at the ball game, or lighting up the backyard barbecue, the City of Hillsborough works behind the scenes to power all of summer's special moments. We hope you enjoy them all as we continue to provide safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. The City of Hillsborough, we power on.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with the company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial, auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
The service from Hillsborough Dairy is fantastic. It is reliable and the products are quality and fresh. Milk products delivered right to your door like we do at our home. Milk products, juices, cheese products, cream products, yogurt, cottage cheese, butter, margarine, non-dairy items, frozen entrees, frozen chicken, seafood, frozen soup, fettings, bread, bakery boy, frozen doughs, frozen appetizers, all available from Hillsborough Dairy, delivering right to your door. Call the Utter Guy, 701-436-5877.
Welcome back to our Iron Insurance pregame show. Now joined by the head coach of Hillsborough Central Valley, Nathan Walsh. Coach, 1-0 so far in the tournament, and then you guys got the afternoon off thanks to the thunderstorm. You guys started the tournament, and now you're back here at 1 p.m. against Mayport CG. Initial thoughts?
Yeah, it kind of works out nice. I mean, kind of thinking about it yesterday about having a 2-game break where you're kind of just sitting around getting tight and then trying to come back and play. Probably wouldn't have been the best situation for us. I mean, we were going to be ready to play and stuff. The kids were already back in Hillsborough when the weather hit, and we were getting ready to go take some BP in a couple hours and come back. But yeah, hopefully it worked out in our favor now, and we can start fresh today and play against a really good Mayville squad. That's for sure.
You mentioned that you were thinking about starting Devin Johnson on the mound, and in that game, in game number 1, he suffered a broken finger on a bunt play. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, we the one run we got before Gannon hit the double, he squeezed in my son Braden, and the ball was high and away, and he had to go kind of reach for it and change his bat angle, and the finger moved on him a little bit, and yeah, hit some of his finger as he was putting the bunt down. So chipped off the top of a little bit of his bone on his one of his fingers, and doctor said, yeah, it's mainly a pain tolerance thing, if you can handle it or not, and if you can feel the ball. So he's warming up right now just to see how he feels, and we'll make a decision from there. But he's going to be on the mound if he can.
Was there kind of a sigh of relief when you found out the rest of the tournament on Monday was postponed and you had a chance to, elaborate more on his injury, see if he can play?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. When I knew he was hurt, we thought maybe he just kind of bruised underneath his fingernail because it looked like it was swelling up underneath there. And he actually went to the doctor to see if they could drain it. But they said, no, it's actually swelling underneath. And so, yeah, this gives us a chance now, because if he would have had to try to throw yesterday, he had been in a lot of pain, and he probably might not even be able to play in the game, period, yesterday. But he's been icing it like crazy, and so it's coming around. And, yeah, actually, that part worked out in our favor as well.
What do you think about Mayport CG? You guys are split 1-1 this season, and last time fell in your favor 12-4 most recently. Do you have that momentum with you right now?
Yeah, I think at least we're putting some doubt in their minds, as far as, you look at the seeds, it's 1 versus 4. But a week ago we were all playing for first place, so, and I think they know it, and we know it, that we're all very capable of beating each other. But, that just, when you go and beat a team right before a tournament, or, a week before a tournament and stuff like that, at least it makes both teams aware that, hey, you can beat each other, and you got to show up and play your best ball. And 12-4 looked good. We scored 8 in the last inning there to really extend it. But it was a good ball game both times we played, just like it has been just about every time we've played in the last couple of years.
Coach Walsh, any final thoughts?
Yeah, I just hope the kids come out and play and have a little fun today, and take it all in. And we're putting ourselves in a good situation if we can win this game, and that's all we can do is just game by game, and if we put our best effort forward, hopefully we can come up with a win.
Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Once again, thank you to Coach Nathan Walsh of Hillsborough Central Valley taking the time here in our Insurance pregame show. His squad sitting at 16-8-1 on the season, 1-1 this summer against Mayport CG, HCV number 4 seed, and MPCG number 1 seed. Let's recap this tournament so far. In round number 1, Hillsborough Central Valley defeated Gardner in comeback fashion 5-3. Thompson took care of Oak Grove 14-4. That game resumed action today around 10 a.m. after it was rained and stormed out on Monday afternoon. Hatton Northwood just took care of Hope Finley 10-4, and we find ourselves in game number 4 of the District 6 Legion Baseball Tournament. When we come back, we'll have our starting lineups and keys to the game after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton announces their summer discounts and programs are now available. Contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton for more details, 701-636-2119, or visit them at their locations. It's time to start thinking about Plant 22. Your precision planting dealer, RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton. Summer programs and discounts now available. It pays to plant with precision.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough.
Let's get to our starting lineups brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Learn more about American Crystal Sugar, including career opportunities online at crystalsugar.com. Let's start off with the top of the first inning lineup for HCV. Leading off will be Peyton Belials. He's at shortstop. Brandon Walsh, he's at second base in the 2-hole. Cole Hebel's at first base. Aaron Johnson batting cleanup. He's at third. Andrew Doohan behind the plate in the 5th spot. Devin Johnson on the mound in the 6th spot. Gannon Lemke batting left. He's batting 7th. Alec Magnuson is the DH out in 8th, and Nathan Rage rounding it out at the 9 spot. He's at second base. Gavin Belials, a defensive-only player, he's out in right. Once again, Belials, Walsh, Hebel, Johnson, Doom, Johnson, Limke, Magnuson, Rage for Hillsborough Central Valley. For Mayport CG, it looks like this. Ethan Bergstrom's out in left field leading off. Reed Kritzberger out in center field. Sawyer Satcham at short. Jordan Evans behind the dish at catcher. Lucas Fugelberg at third in the 5 spot. Landon Koenig out in right field. That's a new sight to see. Cade Susie at first base. Jake Hutter on the mound and batting 8th. And in batting 9th, rounding it out, is Cole Kritzberger, brother to Reed, at second base. Again, Bergstrom, Kritzberger, Satcham, Evans, Fugelberg, Koenig, Susie, Hutter, and Kritzberger once again. I bring into the broadcast booth Preston DeVille. We already saw Hillsborough Central Valley yesterday in the morning session of the District 6 Legion Tournament. They knocked off Gardner 5-3 comeback fashion. A good outing from the pitching staff and a nice comeback win for the Blue Sox. Preston, what did you see in that ball game?
Saw a lot of good pitching. I mean, who was it? Aaron Johnson last night?
Aaron Johnson, 6 2/3, 9 strikeouts, really held it down and stayed strong, even when it got a little rocky when the Express got on the freeway with the runs.
Yeah, I mean, he was pretty impressive last night, and I think we got another Johnson on the mound today, so let's see if he can do the same thing other Johnson did.
Devin Johnson is on the mound today, and yesterday in a squeeze bunt situation on his pitching hand, on his right hand, it scored Cole Hebel, but the ball came in, and it sounds like a bone was broken on the middle finger of the right hand, just underneath the fingernail, according to head coach Nathan Walsh. He's going to pitch today. We don't know how long, and he seems fine during warm-ups, and we'll keep an eye on that this afternoon. Take a break. During that, we'll have our national anthem. When we come back, it'll be first pitch between number 4 seed Hillsborough Central Valley and number 1 seeded Mayport CG Patriots.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Summer is a time for enjoying the outdoors and having fun in the warm weather. American Crystal Sugar reminds you of some tips to keep you safe during the summertime. When working or playing in the hot weather, be sure to stay hydrated, take extra breaks, and drink lots of water. Use sunscreen and apply frequently. Wear light, loose-fitting clothing. Wear sunglasses to protect your eyes. And if possible, wear a wide-brim hat to bring more shade cover. Never leave children or pets alone in vehicles. Summer safety reminders from American Crystal Sugar Company. You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsborough. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
Just moments away from game number 4 of the District 6 Legion Baseball Tournament. This one between Mayport CG and Hillsborough Central Valley. Let's get to our starting lineups once again with the leadoff Blue Sox. Peyton Belials, Braden Walsh, Cole Hebel guaranteed. Any of them reach possibly Aaron Johnson cleaning up, Andrew Doom, Devin Johnson, Gannon Lemke, Alec Magnuson, and Nathan Rage. Let's set the defense for the Pats. On the mound is Jake Hutter. To his right, or his left technically, is Cade Susie at first base. Behind the dish is Jordan Evans catching. And at third base is Lucas Fugelberg. Sawyer Satcham at short and Cole Kritzberger at second. The outfield looks as so. Ethan Bergstrom in left, Reed Kritzberger in center, and Landon Koenig, a new face this summer, out and right. Koenig, a sophomore this past high school season for Findlay Sharon Hope Page, and it will be a sign of new things to come for the Patriots and the Spartans programs after the dissolve in the Findlay Sharon Hope Page co-op. Koenig, now a Patriot, and the first time you're seeing him as a Patriot on your liveevent.com coverage. The Patriots take the field number 1 seed the first time they've played this tournament. We're supposed to play at 5 p.m. yesterday before the thunderstorm from Mayville came in and postponed the Thompson game that eventually wrapped up 14-4 in favor of Thompson over Oak Grove. Earlier today as well, Hatton Northwood took care of Hope Findlay 10-4. Those two teams will play later at 3 p.m. Preston DeVille with this Blue Sox team that went down to Garner 3-2 in that game and came back with a 3-run fifth and a solid pitching outing. Now you have a pitcher with a broken middle finger out today. What do you expect from them in this approach?
Well, I think I'd expect them to be a little bit more clean with the in defense, because yesterday they started out a little sloppy. That's kind of why they fell ahead at first. But as soon as their defense started making the plays they should have been, they took over the lead and didn't look back.
Both Gardner and HCV 2 errors apiece in game number 1 yesterday. Some really nice defensive snags all around the board. A couple to look back on plenty, but we'll start off now with Peyton Belials, number 1, leading off. The shortstop was in a nasty collision at second base, and he came back later on against the Express, and he leads off this game with the official time coming up here shortly. Game number 4 underway with a foul ball right behind us for a long strike 1 at 2:04 p.m. It's about 86, 87 degrees, give or take. The humidity in the 70s, making it a bit hotter than it needs to be. Hutter on the mound with a 0-1 advantage. And this one lifted out the left field and foul play and just over the fence. 0-2 on Belials. Belials in game number 1 yesterday, an 0-3 outing. He was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. He also flied out the left. Popped up to the first baseman and grounded out. That one inside. He has to twirl around to get out of the way. 1-2 on Belials. Peyton coming into this tournament batting an even 200. 1-2 up on the infield. Going to be at shortstop with Satcham out in the shallow left. Takes care of it for the first out of the game. This brings on Braden Walsh, the second baseman. Walsh with an 0-2 outing, with a walk and hit by a pitch against Gardner. He scored a run and struck out twice. Walsh takes his time, gets in from the left side. Hutter, a lefty as well. Winds and delivers. That one at the shoelaces for ball 1. Braden this season, he bats .268. Holds off on that one, but it's down the middle for a 1-1 count. One out, top of the first. Walsh up the middle, sent to center, and it drops right past Satcham's glove for a base knock with 1 out. First hit of the day belongs to Braden Walsh, and the Blue Sox brings on Cole Hebel. Hebel, one of the better hitters on this team, leads them coming into the tournament with 22 hits, bats .379 with 3 home runs. Another lefty. Hebel waits, and that one's right through the center at Heaven's knees. Gets away, wild pitch, and it forces Braden Walsh to second. Hebel yesterday, 2 for 3, 2 runs, and an RBI. It's 1-0. Man at second, that is Walsh in scoring position. Here's Hutter. This one sent to center on a line drive and right into the glove of Reed Kritzberger, out number 2. Kritzberger got a good jump on that one, moving to his right. A backdrop brings on Aaron Johnson, the cleanup hitter, man at second still. Johnson yesterday 1 for 2, 1 RBI. He was also hit by a pitch. Twice, that is. That's from the right side, number 12. Here's Hutter's pitch. That one's high. 1 ball, no strikes on Johnson. Johnson this summer, .229 batting average. Hutter's second pitch, down the middle, 1-1 evened up. Johnson with 11 hits this summer before the tournament played. That one's inside, a tad high. 2 balls and 1 strike on Johnson. Hutter's got a man in scoring position right behind him. That is Walsh. Here's Johnson. Twitched at that one, and it's called strike 2. He wanted to pull the trigger, didn't. Had some good movement and fell in the bottom part of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Aaron Johnson. Hutter with 2 outs. Winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. The inning is over. Stranded at second is Braden Walsh. 1 hit. No walks, no errors. They leave 1 on. Hillsborough Central Valley 0. And we'll see what Mayport CG has coming up in the bottom half of the first on your Tim Kazant Seat Sale Scoreboard.
At the City of Hillsborough, we're here to power the moments of summer. Whether you're spending the afternoon at the pool, taking in extra innings at the ball game, or lighting up the backyard barbecue, the City of Hillsborough works behind the scenes to power all of summer's special moments. We hope you enjoy them all as we continue to provide safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. The City of Hillsborough, we power on.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough.
Only 14 pitches needed for Jake Hutter in the top of the first. Struck out 1 and stranded 1. Hillsborough Central Valley now on the diamond. Devin Johnson on the mound. He's 3-1 with a 3.19 ERA. Yesterday, Aaron Johnson pitched with 6 2/3 against Gardner. Struck out 9. This Devin Johnson will be dealing with some adversity with the broken middle finger in his right hand after a squeeze bunt yesterday. Let's set his defense for him. Devin Johnson on the mound. Cole Hebo at first. Andrew Doom at catcher. Aaron Johnson at third. Gannon Limke in left. Nathan Rage in center. Gavin Beliles in right. And back to second base is Braden Walsh. Blue Sox have stranded 1. That 1 hit from Braden Walsh that went to center field. Due up for Mayport CG. Guaranteed is Ethan Bergstrom, Reed Kritzberger, and Sawyer Satcham. Jordan Evans behind them at the cleanup spot.
So
in the bottom half of the first on your Tim Kazant Seat Sale Scoreboard.
So Derek, who would your player to watch be today?
Looking at Jake Hutter, seeing him play in Region 2 ball, he is fantastic on the mound in the time he was given. Devin Johnson, though, a developing story, I would say. See how long he can go. Because I believe yesterday Aaron Johnson got very close to his pitch count. Nonetheless, they got the day off. Or if he got the rest of the day off, they have to play on Monday afternoon. Bergstrom digs in, number 19 from the right side against Johnson for ball 1 just below the knees. 1-0 count. Johnson, like I said, 3-1, 3.19 ERA. Behind, 1 ball to no strikes. To Bergstrom, make it 1-1, right down the middle. Infield playing rather straight up. Outfield moderate. A 1-1 count to Bergstrom, leading off for the Pats. That one bounces for the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bergstrom, one of the leading hitters for Mayport CG, facing a 2-1 count against Johnson. He swings at a low one right there, grounds it to short to Belial's off his glove. It'll go down as an E6 off the chopper, and a man on to lead off. First error of the day. This one's committed by Peyton Belial's at short. Puts on Bergstrom at first, brings on Reed Kritzberger. HCV committed 2 errors yesterday against Gardner. Kritzberger, the center fielder, digs in from the right side, number 10. Johnson checks over at first against Bergstrom, not over to Hebel in time. Aaron Johnson had a pretty nice pickoff play of Jack Metzger against Gardner on Monday. Froze him up in the headlights. Helped spark the momentum for HCV. That one called a strike. Mayport CG dugout reacting to that. 0-1 on Reed Kritzberger. Doesn't look like Johnson has any less zip on his fastball. 0-1 to Kritzberger. Runner goes. Throw over and not in time. It sails into center on the throw from Duham. Backed up by Nathan Rage. A stolen base for Mayport CG. First attempt of the day. First completion of the day. Bergstrom's at second base. 2 strikes on Reed Kritzberger. 0-2 count. Looks like Johnson calling for time. He's going to talk with Duham. A similar situation for HCV's defense that Mayport CG faced with a man at second base. However, this time nobody out for the Patriots. With nobody out and a man in scoring position, trying to get him over is Mayport CG's first responsibility, but for Hillsborough Central Valley, what do you look to do to hold the runner?
Well, you're going to look for a strikeout here. I mean, that's going to be big. If you can strike this guy out, you'd be set in a decent spot.
Still nobody out. Johnson 0-2 count on Kritzberger. Looks at second, now fires home. That one's high. Duham stands up to grab that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still got to find that first and important out.
And if a ball's hit to the left side, you also got to be able to hold the runner at second. So before you throw the ball, you got to check over there and make sure he's not leading off too far at second.
Belial's deep in the hole at short. The 1-2 from Devin Johnson on its way. This one's golfed over to second. Picked up a 1-hop, thrown to Hebel. High throw and on and back. No, he pulled his foot off. It looked like Hebel was there, but his foot just inches away. It goes down as an E4 off the throw by Braden Walsh. Runners at the corners, nobody out for Mayport CG. 2 errors in the bottom of the first against Hillsborough Central Valley. Back to back, E6 and E4. Brings on Sawyer Satcham. Number 5, the shortstop. Satcham's got 1 RBI, 90 feet away. He has 15 this season. Johnson goes home. This one's down in the zone. Ball 1. Behind Satcham is Jordan Evans and Lucas Fugelberg. Moderate lead at first by Reed Kritzberger. Small lead by Bergstrom at third. Johnson goes home. Runner at first goes off. This one's sent to left field in the gap. And Rage has it goes over his head. 1 run is in. That will be Bergstrom. Rounding second is Kritzberger. And it's a 2-run double. The throw at home is not in time. And staying at second base after the throw is sent to center field. Now this sends Sawyer Satcham to third. And he will stay put with a 2-run double to put the Pats up 2-0. Bergstrom scores. Reed Kritzberger scores. 2 errors and 1 double result in a 2-0 mark right now in favor of Mayport CG. Nathan Walsh is going to talk to his infield. We'll take a break with the meeting of the minds after this. 2-0. HCV trails Mayport CG on the 10% seat sale scoreboard.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with the company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
2-0 on the Tim Kazant seed sales scoreboard in favor of Mayport CG after the 2-run double by Sawyer Satcham. Satcham's at third. Springs on. Jordan Evans, pitch gets behind the catcher. Duham's throw not in time to Johnson. Make it 3-0 after the wild pitch.
So, this guy Derek is my player to watch. I mean, just looking at his stats, he's hitting over 400, has an OPS over 1,200. It has even 3 home runs. So I mean, seems to be a very well-rounded hitter.
Now Jordan Evans has nobody to knock in. Bats .411 before this tournament with 3 home runs. That leads the team. A 1-0 count on Jordan Evans from Johnson, swinging a miss at a low fastball.
See now, Derek, this guy doesn't need anyone on base to drive in. I mean, with 3 home runs, he could easily do it himself.
Bags are cleared. A quick score on the board for Mayport CG. That one skips before the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike on Evans. Looks like these last couple of pitches have gotten away from Devin Johnson.
Makes you wonder if it's the broken finger.
Possibly. 2-1 misses. 3 balls, 1 strike. Duham couldn't admit that one. 3 balls, 1 strike. That double by Sawyer Satcham, similar to Chatsky's double for Gardner yesterday. It sailed over his head. He took an awkward route to it. It was well hit. 3-1 from Johnson. That one skids in the dirt. 5-pitch walk, first of the day for Devin Johnson. In this inning so far, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 3 runs from Mayport CG. Lucas Fugelberg digs in. 5-spot hitter.
Courtesy runner for the Patriots.
Have a courtesy run right now for Mayport CG. Looks to be number 7, I believe. Get an official naming for that player here shortly. Johnson, the Fugelberg, a lefty. That one skidded away from Duham to the backstop, and advancing to second is the runner. Tanner Lundwall, number 7 for Mayport CG, is now at second base as a courtesy runner for Evans, the catcher, after Evans walked. It's a 1-0 count on Fugelberg after another wild pitch from Devin Johnson, a 1-0. That one misses outside and low, 2 balls, no strike. Landon Koenig looking to make his tournament debut for Mayport CG on deck. He's in right field today. 2-0 count from Fugelberg. Pops up on the left side, and it should get in foul territory by the tree line and the bushes. 2 balls, 1 strike on Lucas. 1 walk so far by Johnson. 3 runs given up. 2 errors committed by his defense. Now Johnson likes his sign with a 2-1 count. Comes home to Fugelberg. Swings at that one. Foul tips it off the plate. Evens up at 2-2. Fugelberg playing third today. Bats .465. A nice OPS of 108.4. 2-2 from Johnson. This one gets away from Duham. Into third goes the runner. That run's full now at the count. Lundwall at third. Kersey running for Evans. Now the payoff pitch on its way from Johnson. Fugelberg takes that one in the dirt. Ball 4, second walk for Johnson in this inning. Runners at the corners, and still nobody out. Nathan Walsh might be making a change. Back-to-back walks. We'll take a break. After the meeting of the minds, the infield converges. 3-0 Mayport CG after this.
The service from Hillsborough Dairy is fantastic. It is reliable and the products are quality and fresh. Milk products delivered right to your door like we do at our home. Milk products, juices, cheese products, cream products, yogurt, cottage cheese, butter, margarine, non-dairy items, frozen entrees, frozen chicken, seafood, frozen soup, fettings, bread, bakery boy, frozen doughs, frozen appetizers, all available from Hillsborough Dairy, delivering right to your door. Call the Udder Guy, 701-436-5877.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton announces their summer discounts and programs are now available. Contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton for more details, 701-636-2119, or visit them at their locations. It's time to start thinking about Plant 22. Your precision planting dealer, RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton. Summer programs and discounts now available. It pays to plant with precision.
Gavin Belials looks the pitch for Hillsborough Central Valley. He comes in with a 10.16 ERA. He started the day out in right field. 14 strikeouts, 16 walks. He relieves Devin Johnson, who does not record an out, walks 2, gives up 3 runs. His defense committed 2 errors. Johnson goes to first base, and I believe Cole Hebel heads to center field, moving Nathan Rage to right, unless that is Hebel going to right. Looks like Rage moved to right, and Hebel is, in fact, in center. Now we'll see Landon Koenig for the first time in this tournament. Number 9 on the right side. Lefty Belials misses, ball 1. Landon Koenig batting in the 6th spot, playing right field today. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Conwall at third. Duham throws a second, looking at the runner, cut off. Everybody's safe. 2 for 2 stolen bases. Mayport CG. Now 2 men in scoring position, nobody out. Koenig now waits the pitch, puts it up behind us on a foul ball, and Duham races back, and it gets out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Koenig. Looking for contact with 2 stakes on the grill.
Big hit right here. Base hit to the outfield. Could score 2 right here.
Already 3-0 in favor of the Patriots. Here's the 1-2. Out in front of that one is Koenig. First K of the day for Gavin Belials. 1 down. Kate Susie steps in, number 25, quickly from the right side. 2 men in scoring position. First pitch from Belials is up high near the collarbone. 1-0. Quick pace from Belials. That one's way high. Duham twirls to snag that one. 2 balls, no strikes. Conwall at third. This one down in the zone. And 3-0 count in favor of Susie. Fugelberg's at second base. Here's Belials. That one finds the zone. 3-1. Jake Hutter, the pitcher for MPCG, on the deck. 3-1 from Gavin Belials. Up high. Bases are juiced.
At least there, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Now that opens up the double play, so if you can turn a double play here, you'd be able to get out of the inning. not too bad of shape.
It is the third walk of the inning against Hillsborough Central Valley. With 3 men on, the bags are packed for Jake Hutter, already up 3-0. Belials to Hutter. First offering is just above the chest, 1-0. Like you said, Preston, you're at the bottom of the lineup. You have one out. A ground ball double play is possible before the top of the order comes back. Here's the 1-0 from Belials. He evens it up at 1-1 right at the numbers.
This is also a big at-bat for Hutter. Give himself even more insurance up there on the mound.
3-0 game. 1-1 count, one out. This one just high again. 2 balls, 1 strike on Jake Hutter. Devin Johnson started the game. Did not record an out. Walked 2 and gave up 3. Belials steps off the rubber, now back on the lefty. Eyes in for the 2-1 count to his pitching counterpart. Popped up and out of play as Doom chases for that one. A little slide, and it just stayed in the ballpark, but it falls harmlessly to the ground for a 2-2 count. The 9-0 hitter, Cole Kritzberger, and Ethan Bergstrom in the hole. Bergstrom led off the bottom of the first, reaching on an error at shortstop.
My guess, Belials here could probably be going maybe for a curveball on the inside of the plate or a high fastball.
We'll see on the 2-2 count. And right there, a high fastball got him chasing for the high cheese, and 2 outs. Second strikeout for Gavin Belials.
Second baseman number 4, Cole Kritzberger.
Cole Kritzberger steps in. Belials, quick pace again. That one's high. Doom snags it 1-0. Cole and Reed Kritzberger, brothers on this team. Reed reached on an E4 and scored the second run of the game. The 1-0 to Cole Kritzberger at the knees, even it up. Bergstrom on deck with 2 outs, 3-0 ball game. Patriots on top of the Sox. 1-1 from Belials. Now 1-2, advantage Gavin Belials. In this inning so far, just 1 hit, but 3 walks and 3 runs for the Pats.
I think he's going curveball here now.
Seeing the 1-2 count from Belials. That one in the dirt. Had some movement on it. Doom, nice block, and it's 2-2. Belials takes his time, now steps on, likes the sign, gives it the nod. Fires wave at 2-2 count. Kritzberger swing and a miss, foul tip into the glove of Doom and retires aside and leaves the bags packed and leaves 3 stranded. But in the inning, 1 hit, 3 walks equals 3 runs for Mayport CG. They're on top 3-0 at the end of 1, going to the top of the second on the Tim Kazant Seat Sale scoreboard.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
It's a 3-0 ball game in favor of Mayport CG over Hillsborough Central Valley. 1 hit, 3 walks, and 3 runs for the Patriots over the Blue Sox in the first. 2 errors committed by the Sox. They get their turn back in the top of the second. Number 4 seeded Blue Sox, number 1 seeded Patriots. Jake Hutter back on the mound. He takes on Andrew Doolum, taking for ball 1.
Catcher number 11, Andrew Doolum.
Top of the second. Hutter the lefty. Quick pace once again. Make it 2-0. That one high and outside Doom 0 for 3 yesterday. 2-1 after that. Doom struck out. Scored a run, though, in that game against Gardner. The 2-1 swung on some high cheese. Got him to swing and pull the trigger. 2-2. Hutter has 1 strikeout so far and 1 inning of work. That one at the shoelaces. It runs to 3-2. Hutter to Doom, payoff pitch, high, popped up on the infield. It should be playable at second by Cole Kritzberger, and he takes it himself for the first out. 1 gone in the inning. Hutter had a pretty efficient first inning besides 1 single by Braden Walsh. 14 pitches. Devin Johnson, who did not record an out on the mound, steps in for the first time at the plate. His first pitch from Hutter. A little breaking ball that hits the dirt at the very end. 1 ball, no strikes. Johnson 0 for 2 yesterday with a sac bunt. Swings at that one and rips it foul to the right side out of play. 1-1 the count. Gannon Lemke on deck. He knocked in the go-ahead run of a 2-run double yesterday against Gardner in the bottom of the 5th. This one grounded, sent on a chopper over to third to Lucas Fugelberg. Throws over in time for the second out. Good pace so far by Hutter. 2 batters, 2 outs. That one goes 5-3. Brings on Gannon Lemke. Like I said, Lemke, a 2 RBI double to give his Sox the lead. Eventually at 5-3 yesterday against the Express. He holds up on that one just above the numbers for ball 1. Lemke officially 1 for 2 yesterday. With a strikeout, he misses on that swing right there, 1-1. Gannon this summer batted .319, had 1 home run. He sends that up on the infield, pop up, and it should be taken once again by Kritzberger. Cole corrals it, 3 up, 3 down for Mayport CG. And at the end of 1.5, we head to the bottom of the second, 3-0. Mayport CG on top of Hillsborough Central Valley on the Tim Kazet CCL scoreboard.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Summer is a time for enjoying the outdoors and having fun in the warm weather. American Crystal Sugar reminds you of some tips to keep you safe during the summertime. When working or playing in the hot weather, be sure to stay hydrated, take extra breaks, and drink lots of water. Use sunscreen and apply frequently. Wear light, loose-fitting clothing. Wear sunglasses to protect your eyes. And if possible, wear a wide-brim hat to bring more shade cover. Never leave children or pets alone in vehicles. Summer safety reminders from American Crystal Sugar Company.
Back to the top of the lineup for Mayport CG. Patriots on top of the Blue Sox, 3-0 on the Tim Kazant seed sale scoreboard. All 3 runs coming in the bottom half of the first. Off 1 hit, 3 walks to score 3 runs. Gavin Belial's still on the rubber for HCV in relief of Devin Johnson. Devin Johnson now at first. Bergstrom leads off for the 2nd inning in a row. He reached on an error by Peyton Belials at short. Takes strike 1 at the knees on the first pitch.
And if Hillsborough's going to want to come back into the game, that's what they're going to have to do, throw first pick strikes.
Gets a foul tip on that one, Belials does. Quickly up 0-2. Gavin Belials struck out the side in his first inning of relief. He walked 1. However, came away with 3 strikeouts. 0-2 to Bergstrom. Gets that one on a chopper, foul, and left. will keep it at 0-2.
See if he can go for 4 in a row right here now.
It would be 3. He walked Cade Susie in between after he struck out Landon Koenig in his first batter faced. Here's the 0-2. Bergstrom takes it outside and a tad high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bergstrom, 29 for 111 this summer. The 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2. An even count from Belials to the leadoff hitter for Mayport CG. Lefty to righty is sent up the middle. Now it's short, picked up by Peyton Belials over to Hebel in time for the 6-3 punch-out. Officially, Ethan Bergstrom is 0 for 2. He does have a run scored. 1 out. Reed Kritzberger digs in. He also reached on error. That one committed by Braden Walsh at second in the first. Reed Kritzberger this summer with 74 hits, 19 of them doubles. Takes ball 1 low. He scored a run as well in that bottom of the first. Gavin Belial's next offering, off speed, waved and missed. 0-2, or 1-1, excuse me. Even count from Belial's. Now advantage of Gavin at 1-2, called at the numbers.
He's just rolling right now. He's quick. He's being really quick.
Has set down the last 3 batters. Make it 4 after that swing and a miss. Gavin Belial is finding his spot, and there's 2 down. 4 Ks today in relief for Gavin Belials. Sawyer Satcham had a 2-run double back in the first. He also scored the 3rd run of that inning in this 3-0 game. He takes ball 1 high. A humid day at Northern Cass High School. Game number 4 of this District 6 tournament. That one, same spot, more or less, and it's called 2-0. Belial's next offering, high, much higher that time, 3-0. So as you said, Preston, he was rolling, just retired the last 4 batters. He's now behind in the count to Kritzberger, the 3-0. That one pops out Doolin's glove. It doesn't matter. It's a 4-pitch walk for Sawyer Satcham in the second walk this afternoon by Gavin Belials. Puts 1 on with 2 out for Jordan Evans, who walked in his first plate appearance back in the first. He was stranded with the bags packed. 3 left on base so far for Mayport CG. Belials nods to the side from Doolin. Fires home to Evans. Evans looked to pull the trigger, holds back. It's called strike 1. Fugelberg on deck. Decent lead at first by Satcham. Belials looks over and now go home. Satcham goes, Doolin with the throw to second, and it is not in time. 3 for 3, Mayport CG have stolen bases today. Sawyer Satcham at second base. It's 2-1 here on Evans with a man at second. We have some confusion with the blue behind the plate. 0-2 count officially on Jordan Evans. Man at second is Satcham. Belials looks to second. Now fires home. Swung on and missed. And it's strikeout number 5. Another runner stranded for Mayport CG. And Gavin Belials looking efficient and relief. At the end of 2 innings, Mayport CG on top of Hillsborough Central Valley 3-0 on the Tim Kazant Seat Sale scoreboard.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
At the City of Hillsboro, we're here to power the moments of summer. Whether you're spending the afternoon at the pool, taking in extra innings at the ball game, or lighting up the backyard barbecue, the City of Hillsboro works behind the scenes to power all of summer's special moments. We hope you enjoy them all as we continue to provide safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. The City of Hillsboro, we power on.
Gavin Belials, pitching for Hillsboro Central Valley, came into this tournament with 15 strikeouts, which make that 14 strikeouts, 16 walks. He has 5 so far today, 8 batters faced, and he's fanned 5 of them. Meanwhile, Jake Hutter, the lefty, back on the mound, 2 innings down in his start, has been efficient so far. Only 1 strikeout, but he has kept Hillsboro Central Valley off the base paths. Only a single hit for HCV, courtesy of Braden Walsh. Blue Sox not through their lineup just yet. Alec Magnuson, the 8-hole spot. Takes ball 1 high here in the top of the 3rd. Hutter likes his sign, works quickly with the 1-0. It's popped up and out of play to the right side at 1-1. Hillsboro Central Valley, the 4 seed, Mayport CG, number 1 seed. Blue Sox defeated Garner 5-3 at 11 a.m. on Monday. This game originally slated for 5 p.m. yesterday. One misses in the dirt. At 2-1 against Magnuson, the designated hitter. Hutter back at it. High, 3 balls, 1 strike. Magnuson has walked 4 times this summer. He sends that to center field, left center field gap. It's carrying, and it is out of here. A 1-run blast to lead off the top of the 3rd for Hillsboro Central Valley, courtesy of the designated hitter Alec Magnuson. 3-1 ball game.
That ball was crushed.
Left center field, didn't have a chance to be caught.
Number 2, Nathan Rage.
That is Magnuson's first dinger of the year. 3-1.
That could be the jolt, though, Hillsboro needs right there. I mean, up to this point, their bats were quiet, so maybe that home run will give them a little boost of confidence and start tilting the odds in their favor.
Strike 1, the Rage, the 9-spot hitter. Hutter finds himself at 0-2 right down the middle. Just the second hit for Hillsboro Central Valley today. First extra base hit and the first trip to destination dinger for Magnuson this summer. Hutter, 0-3 right down the pipe and rung Rage's bell. That is Hutter's second K today.
Back to the top of the order for the Blue Sox. Shortstop, number 1, Peyton Belials.
Peyton Belials steps in for the second time this afternoon. He flied out to the shortstop in his first at-bat. Swings at the first pitch and foul tips it into Evans' glove, 0-1. 3-1 ball game after that jolt from Magnuson, 1 out. Now to Belials on the 0-1. Little grounder to the 3rd, picked up on 2 hops by Fugelberg. Throw over in time and a nice pick and grab over at first by Susie for the second out. Nice stretch, both with the legs and the glove, to retire the second batter of the inning. Brings on Braden Walsh. He's 1 for 1 with a base knock. He was left on base earlier in the first. Hutter, after allowing a leadoff homer, has 2 outs, and his first nasty curveball in for strike 1 against Walsh. And one called right at the thighs. Now Hunter back at it again. Comes back at it with a fastball. Has Walsh leaving the guess, which the next pitch is going to be at 0-2. Another quick pitch pace from Hutter. Had him out in front of that one off the off speed. Will do it again at 0-2.
My guess is he sees a fastball right here, maybe an elevated fastball.
Might have him chasing after this one up top. We'll see on the 0-2 from Hutter. This one off speed again, but it's jammed up into no man's land, the Bermuda Triangle, for a 2-out single for Braden Walsh. He's 2 for 2. 2 pokes in this game, 3rd hit of the game for HCV. Brings on Cole Hebel. He had a nice hit ball at the center field where he flew out. Modest lead by Walsh at first. Hutter goes to first, and Walsh is back in time.
That's something you're going to have to watch with Hutter being a lefty, is that little sneaky move over to first. You got to be pretty aware of that move over if you're running over there at first.
Walsh can run. He showed it off yesterday. That one's low in the zone to Hebel for the first offering, 1-0. 2 outs, 3-1 ball game. Pat's on top of the Sox. In the top of the 3rd. This one swung on out to left center field. Now it's going to drop into the gap between short and left and thrown over to back to second. Walsh stays put, and it skids past over to first. Picked up by Susie. Back-to-back pokes by the Sox. 2 in a row now with 2 outs.
Third baseman, number 12, Aaron Johnson.
Hebel's 1 for 2. There's 3 hits in this inning. It brings on Aaron Johnson, who struck out swinging back in the first. After a 3-up, 3-down inning for Hutter in the second, he's now on his 6th batter of this inning. First pitch strike to Johnson, right at the chest. Hutter back at it. 2 outs, 2 men on, 1 at second. Hutter's 0-1 is inside, almost nicked Johnson. Hutter's hat fell off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Johnson pitched yesterday against Gardner. Went 6 2/3. Hutter steps off the rubber. Johnson this summer, as Jordan Evans and Jake Hutter, a quick meeting right there. Aaron Johnson this summer batting .229. Has only struck out 8 times coming into this tournament. 12 walks, 11 RBIs, 1 home run. The 1-1 to Johnson, make it 1-2 after that rip. Andrew Duham's on deck. In the hole is Devin Johnson. 2 runners on. Hebel and Walsh. That one right down the pipe, called strike 3. Hutter finds his 3rd strikeout, but in the inning, 3 hits and 1 run. That 1 run off the first hit by a solo shot to lead off the inning by Alec Magnuson. It's a 3-1 ball game, still in favor of Mayport CG over Hillsborough Central Valley. We'll be right back after this on the Tim Kazant Seat Sale Scoreboard.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey Swatch autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsborough.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with the company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive, State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
Welcome back to Northern Cass High School. It's a 3-1 ball game in favor of Mayport CG on top of Hillsborough Central Valley. On the Tim Kazant seed sales scoreboard, 3 runs in the bottom of the first for MPCG. Hillsborough Central Valley just tacked on a run thanks to a solo dong by Alec Magnuson in the top of the third. Now the bottom half of the frame, leading off, is Lucas Fugelberg. Guaranteed for the Pats is Fugelberg, Koenig, and Susie. Fugelberg reached on a walk in his first plate appearance. Second time he's faced Belials, and 1 pitch, 1 out. That one's flown and popped up over to third for the first out of the inning by Aaron Johnson. That makes 36 pitches for Gavin Belials in this game in relief of Devin Johnson. Nods to the sign to Koenig, and off-speed breaking ball pitch for strike 1. Had some movement on it. Koenig struck out swinging in his first at-bat. That's outside now at 101. Belials has 5 strikeouts and 2 walks. Has not given up any runs. All 3 runs charge to Devin Johnson. That misses again. 2-1 in favor of Koenig. The former Spartan now turned Patriot. 2-1 from Belials. Outside, 3 balls to 1 strike. Susie on deck. He walked in his last appearance. Belials nods, and now to Duham. And it's a 5-pitch walk in favor of Landon Koenig. 3rd walk of this afternoon by Gavin Belial. So starting to turn into a bit of a mixed bag for Gavin.
First baseman number 25, Kate Susie.
Overall 5 walks in this game the Patriots have gathered. Susie steps in from the right side. Number 25 takes ball 1 just a hair high. Susie has 70 hits this summer. Small lead at first by Koenig, and that one gets past Duham to the backstop. Off to second is Koenig, standing up. 1 out and a runner in scoring position for Mayport CG, already up 3-1. 2-0 the count on Susie. Now we'll have a meeting here with the ump and Susie and Duham and Belials. I believe that Susie has 26 RBIs this summer, a team high, no, just one below Jordan Evans, who has 27 coming into the tournament. The 101, and way out in front of that one, make it 1-2. Make it 2-1. This one fouled off, and it's 2-2. Runner at second is Koenig. One out in the bottom of the third. Belials with the 2-2. Had him out in front of it, pops it up on the infield to the right side at first to Cole Hebo, not actually Devin Johnson, who makes the grab for the second out.
Up next for the Patriots, the pitcher number 22, Jake Hutter.
Brings on Jake Hutter. Hutter has struck out swinging in his lone appearance swings at that one, and a liner sent up the middle to center field. Koenig on his high horse to third and out at home. Throw will not be at time, and it's 4-1. Mayport CG throw gets away from Duham, and at second with an RBI single is Jake Hutter. Koenig scores his first run today. 4-1 ball game. Cole Kritzberger 0-for-1 steps in.
And plays like that are where Hillsborough needs to fix in order to come back into this game. I mean, just a couple of these plays, it kind of makes you shake your head at why they're doing them, like throwing home there.
Number 14 from Mayport CG, Walker McGillis, steps in as a courtesy runner for Hutter. First pitch to Kritzberger is given a balk, I believe, by Beliles.
Looks like he didn't come set.
Did not come set, and they send the courtesy runner McGillis to third. Now the umps will converge, and they confer. It is indeed a balk on Kevin Beliles. Two outs. Cole Kritzberger looking for his first official pitch of this appearance. The kick in the fire, well short of the plate. Nice block from Doolum. Ball one. One hit, one walk, and one run in this inning so far. 4-1. Pats on top of the Sox. Here's Beliles. This one's sent to left, and it's going to be into the glove of Gannon Lemke, going to his left to retire the side. Nice running play by Gannon Lemke, but in the inning, one hit, one walk, one run for Mayport CG. They lead the Blue Sox 4-1 on the Tim Cassette Seat Sale scoreboard. Right back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
From Hillsborough Dairy is fantastic. It is reliable and the products are quality and fresh. Milk products delivered right to your door like we do at our home. Milk products, juices, cheese products, cream products, yogurt, cottage cheese, butter, margarine, non-dairy items, frozen entrees, frozen chickens, seafood, frozen soup, fettings, bread, bakery boy, frozen doughs, frozen appetizers, all available from Hillsborough Dairy, delivering right to your door. Call the Utter Guy, 701-436-5877.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
Game number 4 of District 6 play in the Legion Baseball Tournament of District 6. 4-1 ball game in favor of Mayport CG over Hillsborough Central Valley on the Tim Cassette Seed Sale scoreboard. 701-430-0877. Jake Hutter is still on the mound for Mayport CG. He'll face Andrew Duham for the Sox. Duham 0-for-1. He'll pop out to second. That one gets away from the catcher, Evans. 1 ball to no strikes. Top of the 4th inning in a 4-1 game. That 1 run for for Hillsborough Central Valley. A leadoff bomb by Alec Magnuson in the 3rd. Here's the 1-0. Is sent to left field, lifted high near the wall, and back to grab it just short of the wall is Ethan Bergstrom. Nice ride sent by Duham. But 1 out.
Next up is the first baseman, number 17, Devin Johnson.
Brings on Devin Johnson, the initial starting pitcher for Hillsborough Central Valley. He takes strike 1. He grounded out the 3rd in his first at-bat. Hutter at the ankles for 1-1. 1-1 inside. A little boot scoot and boogie by Johnson to get out of the way for 2-1. Hutter works quickly, delivers again. Little golf swing that is fouled off to the back into the parking lot. 2-2.
Hopefully didn't ruin someone's day over there in the parking lot.
I would prefer not. Hutter with 3 strikeouts at 2-2. And now make it 4 strikeouts for Hutter. 0 for 2 as Devin Johnson brings on Gannon Lemke. He also popped out to second base. Back in the second. Cole Kritzberger making some plays out there on the infield. First pitch to Lemke, lined right to the glove of Fugelberg at third. Drops it now over the first, not in time. The stretch by Susie was impressive, but Lemke beats it out on an infield single. Absolutely lined by Lemke for his first hit. He's 1 for 2. He's on with 1 out for Alec Magnuson. With a swing like he had last time, he can cut it to a 1-run game, down 4-1. 2 outs, and Magnuson takes strike 1. On deck is Rage. Lemke at first base. Make it 0-2, taken down the middle by Magnuson.
It's pretty impressive. Fugelberg was able to go over there and make that, even stop that ball. I mean, that was a hard hit ball to his opposite side glove.
He stayed with it pretty well, got the throw off. As this one off-speed pitch sent to center field, taken care of by Reed Kritzberger, and it leaves a 1-on once again for Hillsborough Central Valley. In the inning, 1 hit, no walks, no runs, no errors. And Mayport CG on top of Hillsborough Central Valley still 4-1. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning on the Tim Kazant Seed Sales scoreboard.
RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton announces their summer discounts and programs are now available. Contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton for more details, 701-636-2119, or visit them at their locations. It's time to start thinking about Plant 22. Your precision planting dealer, RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton. Summer programs and discounts now available. It pays to plant with precision.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough.
4-1 ball game on the Tim Kazant Seed Sales scoreboard in favor of Mayport CG. Gavin Beliles here in the bottom of the 4th misses to ball 1 against Ethan Bergstrom, who's leading off for the 3rd time to start an inning. 2 balls, no strikes. Ethan is 0 for 2 for runs scored. He reached on an error by Peyton Beliles at short in the 1st. He takes outside, make it 3-0. Gavin has 5 strikeouts, but to 3 walks. Make it 4 walks. 5-4 ratio for Gavin. Never bodes well in the middle of a game or late in the game when you walk the leadoff hitter. Brings on Reed Kritzberger. He's 0 for 2. Reached on error and struck out. Has scored a run. Mayport CG up by 3 as the throw over to Devin Johnson, the first baseman from Beliles, back safely is Bergstrom. Only 2 hits by Mayport CG, but 4 runs to show for it. And the first offering to Kritzberger from Beliles is taken at the thigh for strike 1. Sawyer Satcham on deck. Nice lead at first by Bergstrom. Belials goes, and so does the runner. This one lifted to left field in the gap. It drops for a base hit. Rounding second, going to third on his high horse is Bergstrom. He stays up. It's a double by Reed Kritzberger. Runners in scoring position. Nobody out for Mayport CG. Belials in a jam right now against Sawyer Satcham.
Shortstop, number 5, Sawyer Satcham.
That's the second double today for MPCG. Satcham is 1 for 1 with a double of his own and a walk. He takes strike 1. He scored a run and also batted in a run. Belials 0-1 count. Make it 1-1. It's a hair high. Doolum goes up to get it. Nobody out. Runners in scoring position. Here's Belials in the dirt, blocked nicely by Doolum. 2-1. Satcham walked in his last appearance in the second. His team's up by 3. Now make it 4, 5-1. 2-1 count from Belials. 2-2. It's fouled to the parking lot. Looking for contact. He has shown he can do it with the double he had in the first. That plated 1 run. 2 out there for him. Does he have the sauce? Doesn't need it right there. Wild pitch. Bergstrom races home and scores. 6-1 ball game. Kritzberger moves to third. It's 3-2 on Sawyer Satcham. That's Bergstrom's second run scored today. It's 6-1. Mayport CG. Should be 5-1 actually. Our official scorecard. Satcham takes the payoff pitch from Belials out to right center field. Nathan Rage over to it, can't get to it, and it rolls past him. Kritzberger scores, and it's an RBI double for Sawyer Satcham on the 3-2 count. Satcham has blasted 2 doubles. He's 2 for 2. 2 RBIs. Kritzberger has scored 2 runs. First hit of the inning. And it's 6-1. Have a meeting of the minds. Nathan Walsh will talk to Gavin Belials. We'll take a break. 7-1 Mayport CG over Hillsborough Central Valley on the Tim Cassette Seat Sale scoreboard.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Back-to-back doubles for Mayport CG result in a 6-1 lead right now over Hillsborough Central Valley. Now last one by Sawyer Satcham. Jordan Evans steps to the deck. He fouls that first one off. 0-1 count. That last double by Satcham is second of the day. He has 2 RBIs and was on a 3-2 count. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Gavin Belials goes home on the 0-1 count, make it 1-1 high. Evans walked in the first and struck out in the second. Officially 0 for 1. He faces a 1-1 count against Gavin Belials. Got him swinging on that one off speed, 1-2. Down in the zone. Evans is out in front of that one with a big rip. Belials ahead 1-2, looking for his 6th punch out of the afternoon. The 1-2 count. Off speed, missed high, 2-2. Whoever wins this game will face the winner of Thompson and Hatton Northwood, who play later today. Runner at second, nobody out. 2-2 from Belials. High cheese swung on and missed, and make it 6 punch-outs for Gavin Belials in relief today. Evans strikes out for the second time this ball game.
Third baseman, number 13, Lucas Fugelberg.
Brings on Lucas Fugelberg. This inning started with an Ethan Bergstrom walk on 4 straight pitches. It's resulted in 2 runs. Now 6-1. Fugelberg takes strike 1.
That's why getting the first guy out is very important. You know, you don't want to start off an inning with a guy on first base. It kind of gets that could get in a pitcher's head and cause.
And Satcham's in Belial's head as he misses high for 1-1. I'm sure Satcham and Reed Kritzberger, after those back-to-back doubles on Belial's, has Gavin a tad riled up. 1-1 with 1 out to Fugelberg. Out in front of that, a weak swing, wasn't committed to it, and it skids in the dirt for 1-2. Belial's 6 strikeouts to, I believe, 4 walks. Yes, 4 walks. The lefty comes set. Now comes home the 1-2. That down the middle for strike 3 called. Belials is on one today with 7 Ks. And he's struck out the last 2 batters, both swinging and now looking. Koenig steps in. He is struck out as well, but he's also walked. Makes a day at the plate for him. Koenig scored a run after he was walked. That's ball 1 up high. Koenig scored in the 3rd inning after a single by Jake Hutter. 1-0, 2 outs. Belials looks to second, now comes home. Outside, 2-0 on Landon.
Looks like someone warming up over in the Hillsboro bullpen.
Look for an official number on that here shortly. Looks to be number 18.
Number 18, Caleb Hattlestead.
That's outside, and it's 3-0 on Landon Koenig, looking for his 2nd straight walk. I believe the count is off to Koenig, and it's taken for a strike. Full count. Belial's off the rubber. Three and 1. Everyone's off the count right now. 3-1 is the count. Belial's wanted to make sure. Now it's 3-2. 2 outs. Man at second. Still Sawyer Satcham after his RBI double. Gavin Belials with 7 strikeouts today. He steps off again. Koenig steps out of the box. 6-1 ball game. Mayport CG, number 1 seed in this District 6 tournament. Showing exactly why. Now the payoff pitch from Belials. Foul back. We'll do it again. Satcham at second. The infield rather straight up. Devin Johnson near the line at first. The outfield a bit backed up. Belials, payoff pitch to Koenig. Popped up, and it'll be behind to the backstop and out of play for Doom. And again, we'll do it again. Satcham back to second. His team up by 5 runs. They have plated 2 in this inning off 2 hits. Both doubles back-to-back by Reed Kritzberger and Sawyer Satcham. Belials takes a breath, checks Satcham at second. Now 2 outs. The payoff pitch to Koenig is down in the zone off an off-speed pitch. And it's the 5th walk today for Belials, 2nd for Koenig. 2 on with 2 outs. I believe that's actually 4 walks for Belials. Kate Susie steps in. He has a walk to his name. Now he's an RBI single up center field. Satcham scores. Stuck at second is Koenig. RBI single to make it 7-1 thanks to Cade Susie. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI now. Make it 1 for 2 after the pop out to third. Back in the third. 3 runs scored in this inning. Satcham has scored his second run of the game. 7-1 in favor of the Pats over the Sox. 2 runners on at second and first for Jake Hutter. First pitch, he takes it for ball 1. Throw over to Devin Johnson at first. Back in time is Susie. After Hutter is Kritzberger, Cole Kritzberger, 1 batter away from Bergstrom after that, from batting around the lineup. This one down in the zone. 2 balls, no strikes. Hutter an RBI single that scored Koenig in the third in his last at-bat. Belials comes home. Skids in the dirt. 3-0. In this inning, a walk, a double, another double, a single, and officially 3 walks by Belials. It's 3-0 to Hutter, called for a strike. Devin Johnson started today, did not record an out, had a broken right middle finger, his pitching hand. Belials in relief. And with the 3-1 count, ball 4. Once again, the bags are packed.
You know, Devin Johnson got a question about how it would have actually been if he was 100% healthy. I mean, who knows to how much that broken finger affected his control.
5 walks in this game for Belials. Looks like his day might be done. Nathan Walsh comes out. We'll take a quick break. It's 7-1 Mayport CG on the Tim Kazant seat sale scoreboard.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Summer is a time for enjoying the outdoors and having fun in the warm weather. American Crystal Sugar reminds you of some tips to keep you safe during the summertime. When working or playing in the hot weather, be sure to stay hydrated. Take extra breaks and drink lots of water. Use sunscreen and apply frequently. Wear light, loose-fitting clothing. Wear sunglasses to protect your eyes. And if possible, wear a wide-brim hat to bring more shade cover. Never leave children or pets alone in vehicles. Summer safety reminders from American Crystal Sugar Company.
Gavin Belials out of the ball game. He's swapped with Caleb Hattlestead, number 18 on the mound, currently warming up. Hattlestead this summer 0-1 with a 7 on the dot ERA. 3 pitchers so far for Hillsborough Central Valley today. Officially, Gavin Belials goes 3 2/3, strikes out 7, walks 5, and gives up 4 runs. A bit of a contrast than what we saw on Monday with Sox pitchers, Preston. As Hattlestead warms up, like I said, 0-1 on the summer, 7 ERA. Nathan Walsh out there meeting with him. The bags are loaded for Mayport CG, and due up is the 9-hole hitter, Cole Kritzberger, who's 0-2 with a strikeout and a flyout.
It's a tough situation to come in and pitch to. I mean, even though there's only 2 outs, there's still 3 runners on base, so you got to be pretty sharp, pretty quick. And it's kind of a tough thing to do sometimes, especially in a ball game like this.
Hutter, Susie, and Koenig all on the base paths for Mayport CG. They go third base, second base, first base in that order. Koenig at third. Hattlestead off speed, called strike 1. Hutter's at first, Susie at second, Koenig at third. Hattlestead, the 0-1 to Kritzberger, to left field on a line, and down for a base hit. Koenig is in, rounding third. Coming home is Susie, and it's 9-1 off an RBI single, 2-run single by Cole Kritzberger. Mayport CG tacking on even more insurance here in the bottom of the fourth. Koenig scores his second run, Susie his first. Has 5 runs in this inning scored, and it might be more. This one's sent out by Ethan Bergstrom to center field and off the glove of Hebel. One more run is in. That is Arsvold, and to third goes the runner. And at first base, an RBI single for Ethan Bergstrom.
Tough break for Hattlestead there.
Hutter, his courtesy runner was Andrew Arsvold, who scores a run. Reed Kritzberger steps in. It's 10-1, Mayport CG. Six in this inning. This one to Kritzberger, taken for ball one. Runner takes the bag. At second, 2 in scoring position with 2 outs still in the bottom of the fourth. Hattlestead steps back on the rubber, now winds and deals, and he plunks Kritzberger. Reed takes one for the team. He doubled earlier this inning, and again, the bags are loaded.
Next at bat for the Patriots.
Hey, you know, dugout gotta let them know how much they appreciate that. I mean, you get a batter hit, and you always hear the normals "don't rub it" or just the inaudible screams.
So here's Satcham, steps in, takes strike one. Do anything to keep the train moving. Mayport CG is doing just that, up by 9. Hattlestead, the 0-1 in the dirt, blocked nicely by Doom, 1-1. That skipped well short of the plate. Satcham is 2 for 2. 2's across the board for Satcham. 2 doubles, 2 runs, and 2 RBIs. He also has a walk to his credit. Here's the 1-1. Satcham holds up high at 2-1 now. Six runs in this bottom of the fourth inning for the Patriots. This one's fouled off to the parking lot. 2-2, evened up on Satcham. The Patriots bats coming alive in this inning. Even count is in the dirt. Run it full. And the runners are going, payoff pitch, 2 outs. Satcham pops it up on the infield. Doolum is called off by Hattlestead. And the third out is recorded, but not after. 6 runs bursting across the plate. It's 10-1. Mayport CG heading to the top of the 5th inning, up by 9 over Hillsborough Central Valley on the Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsborough. Contact Tim at 701-430-0877.
At the City of Hillsborough, we're here to power the moments of summer. Whether you're spending the afternoon at the pool, taking in extra innings at the ball game, or lighting up the backyard barbecue, the City of Hillsborough works behind the scenes to power all of summer's special moments. We hope you enjoy them all as we continue to provide safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. The City of Hillsborough, we power on.
Starting to teeter close to that 10-run rule. 10-1 ball game in favor of Mayport CG over Hillsborough Central Valley on the Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard. We're in the top of the 5th inning now. The Blue Sox up the bat, In this inning for HCV, we will see Nathan Rage, Peyton Belials, and Braden Walsh. Guaranteed, Jake Hutter has pitched 4 innings of 1-run baseball, and he's only allowed a total of 5 hits against the Sox.
That 1 run was that solo shot,
A solo shot by Alec Magnuson to lead off an inning. Exactly. If you're going to give up a home run, it might as well be a lead-off solo dinger.
Yeah, Hutter's been very impressive this game. I mean, he's just rolling through everyone.
Rage takes ball 1.
He's doing it very efficiently and at a very efficient pace.
Outside 2-0 in favor of Rage. This game a bit over an hour. Started around 2:07. This one finds the zone. 2-1. I believe it's been an hour and 20 minutes, give or take.
Yep, give or take.
2-1 count from Hutter. Golfed over up the middle, picked up at second by Cole Kritzberger, sets his feet, and not in time. Thrown off the bag is Cade Susie. Throw is wide and awry, and it's a leadoff error off the throw by Kritzberger.
Susie showing some good awareness, though. No, he was being pulled off the bag, so maybe go for the quick tag. Didn't quite work for him that time, but showing he was aware.
That's the first error today by Mayport CG, playing pretty efficient and strong defense early on. This brings on Peyton Belials, who cranks it foul to the left side. Well foul. He pulled that one to the tree line for a long 0-1. Peyton is 0 for 2 today with a pop out and a ground out. Next pitch is high, way high. Evans snags that one for 1-1. That last error makes Nathan Rage 0 for 2 with a strikeout. The 1-1 from Hutter to Belials. Oh, he goes over to home, gets away from Susie, and now racing to second is Rage. He'll be in there standing up. Walsh holds him there. That one got away from Hutter, away from Susie. It might have collided off the top of his glove, or it might have hit Rage as well. Still a 1-1 count, nobody out. Hillsborough Central Valley, a man in scoring position, down by 9 runs in the top of the 5th. Hutter goes home, and he finds the inside part of the plate for a 1-2 advantage.
Looks like he fooled Belials there. Belials kind of flinching there on that one. Must have been a nice little breaking ball.
Had some bite to it. Let's see about this 1-2. That one looked like it wanted to break, but it went high. Never found its spot. Evened up at 2-2. Belials, the leadoff hitter of the lineup. The 2-2 count. Swings and misses for the first out. Strikeout number 5 today for Jake Hutter. A high-quality start for number 22.
Second baseman, number 15, Braden Walsh.
Braden Walsh steps in with a 2 for 2 day. 2 singles to his name. A man in scoring position as Nathan Rage at second. Walsh steps in from the left side. Takes ball 1 right at the shoulder line for 1-0.
Get to see some lefty-on-lefty action here, too. Don't get to see that in this area too much.
Something you don't see a lot in the high school level, that's right, but I've seen quite a bit of it in all senses. Yesterday and today, that one misses for a 2-0. Gavin Belial's a lefty as well. Hutter likes the sign and nods to Evans. Comes home with a 2-0. That one right at the knees. 2 balls, 1 strike on Braden Walsh. And Walsh's last at bat, he singled on an 0-2 count. He's ahead 2-1. And back to second. Ball gets away to center once again. Deja vu from Nathan Rage. He races to third, and he's in, standing up. Once again, Jake Hutter has Rage on the brain, tries to pick him off, and he gives him 2 free bags. Still 10-1, however. 1 out. Top of the 5th. And still a 2-1 count here against Braden Walsh. Hutter gets his sign and comes set home and fouled off. Evened up at 2-2. Brandon Walsh 2 for 2 today. A man 90 feet away from the plate. Hutter with the 2-2. Down low. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Good eye there by Walsh. Just below the knee line. Now the payoff pitch from Hutter. That one off of the hand or the bat of Walsh. He shakes his hand, but it's caught a foul ball.
Yeah, definitely think that one came off the bat.
A fluke play that Walsh probably wants back. He could find himself at first base if he was just a little bit backed up in the box. We'll do it again with 3-2.
I'm sure Hutter's not complaining, though.
Definitely not Hutter. No walks so far today. And 5 Ks. Now Hutter steps onto the rubber. With a 3-2 count, 1 out, 1 man on at third. Walsh waits for the payoff pitch from Hutter. In the dirt, it rolls into the glove of Evans, and it's another walk, first walk today against Jake Hutter. Walsh is on at first, runners at the corners with 1 down. Walsh's day stays perfect at the plate. Cole Hebel steps in with a 1 for 2 outing. He's singled back in the third. Another lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch swinging by Hebel. Big rip, no contact. Hebel also flew out on a well-sent ball to center in the first inning.
Gotta think he's probably stealing here.
This one rocketed to right, a little bloop single, and it will fall right past Landon Koenig, and a run scores. Nathan Rage races home from third. It's 10-2. Mayport CG still on top. Hillsborough Central Valley starting to creep a little bit. RBI knock by Cole Hebel.
There's some life now here for Hillsborough.
Still just 1 out as well. 8-run ball game. Aaron Johnson steps in 0 for 2 with a strikeout looking and swinging. He takes ball 1 high. Johnson was the star on the mound yesterday. 9 strikeouts. The strikeout's not going in his favor today. He takes another ball down in the zone, 2-0. That ball out in right field on the blooper. Landon Koenig looks like he got caught up. Misjudged his jump. 2-0. Inside 3-0.
Hutter seems to be losing a little bit of control here.
He did just walk his first batter today. That was Braden Walsh.
Now he gets himself into a 3-0 count.
Walsh is at second. 3-0 from Hutter. No green light for the 0-2 Johnson, 3-1. Hutter working quickly again. Now he takes his time. Comes set. Here's the 3-1. This one's lifted to life and up to the glove, off of Bergstrom's glove, and it stayed put. And Bergstrom might have taken that one off of the lower body. The bags are loaded for Hillsborough Central Valley. He tried to trap that ball coming in, and he might have taken that one down below with just 1 out. And Hillsborough Central Valley in business. The bags loaded, down 10-2 to Mayport CG on the Tim Kazant Seat scoreboard. Take a break.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsborough. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsborough. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles Hillsborough.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with the company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
Looks like Ethan Bergstrom's going to be fine. Looks like he took that one possibly in the lower body. Everyone stays put. The bags are loaded for Hillsborough Central Valley with Andrew Dome 0 for 2 on the day. Johnson, Hebel, and Walsh on the base paths. Hutter still on the mound. He has given up 2 runs, 1 earned. This one's fouled off to begin the at-bat. Doom down 0-1. This inning started with Nathan Rage reaching off an error by Cole Kritzberger at second. It's resulted in 1 run so far. 2 hits for HCV in this inning. Doom down 0-1 after that foul ball. Now the 0-1 count, shot to center field. Reed Kritzberger goes back and finds it, but it's going to be a sac fly. Coming home to score is Braden Walsh. 10-3 ball game. Sac fly RBI for Andrew Doom. Walsh scores his first run of the game. 2 runs in this inning. 10-3 contest. 2 outs now, however, for Devin Johnson to work with. He's 0 for 2 with a grounder to the third and a swinging strikeout. He swings at the first pitch. He lifts it to left. That one's got a chance. That one's at the wall. And what a great grab against the wall by Ethan Bergstrom. Just moments after taking one below the belt, Bergstrom lays out against the wall and takes away a couple of RBIs from Devin Johnson. Tip your cap to Bergstrom. In the inning, 2 hits for 2 runs. It's a 10-3 ball game, still in favor of Mayport CG. They're on top of the Blue Sox, going to the bottom of the 5th on the Tim Kazant seat sales scoreboard.
The service from Hillsborough Dairy is fantastic. It is reliable and the products are quality and fresh. Milk products delivered right to your door like we do at our home. Milk products, juices, cheese products, cream products, yogurt, cottage cheese, butter, margarine, non-dairy items, frozen entrees, frozen chicken, seafood, frozen soup, fettings, bread, bakery boy, frozen doughs, frozen appetizers, all available from Hillsborough Dairy, delivering right to your door. Call the Utter Guy, 701-436-5877.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
10-3 ball game in favor of Mayport CG. Bottom of the 5th inning. The Patriots can end this game right here if they tack on 3 across the plate. It will initiate the 10-run rule after 5 and end this ball game. Number 1 seeded Mayport CG, number 4 seeded Hillsborough Central Valley. This is the second game the Blue Sox have played in this District 6 Legion tournament. They won 5-3 versus Gardner on Monday, and they trail by 7 currently this afternoon. Hattlestead still on the mound, the third pitcher today for the Sox. Jordan Evans leads off for the Pats. He struck out swinging back on the 4th. The Patriots batted around the order in that inning. Fugelberg is officially 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk. Takes ball 1 outside. 10-3 ball game on the Tim Kazant seat sales scoreboard. Infield playing deep. Evans takes ball 2. He takes that one foul to the left side across the line. Looks like a lucky fan couldn't come up with that one. 2-1. Hattlestead to Evans, 2-1 count. Golfs it out to left field. Dives in the air, coming on for it to make the diving grab is Gannon Lemke. Another spectacular play in left field. His hat falls off, but Lemke hangs on for the first out.
It's a back-to-back plays now. Should be maybe appear on Web Gems.
I've seen quite a few plays in these Hillsborough Central Valley games, whether it's the Sox or the opponents, coming up with some nice snags. Fugelberg steps in. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. First pitch strike called against Lucas.
Third baseman number 13, Lucas Fugelberg.
Officially, Fugelberg 0 for 2. 0-1 count. Hattlestead, home, misses, high for the 1-1. Back in the top of the fifth. Bergstrom just an outstanding catch at the wall. He hit his head against the fence. That one misses 2-1. And that was just a few minutes after he took a liner off the body and came up hobbled a little bit. That one misses. 3-1. Nobody on, and it's the 1 out. Bottom of the fifth. Run it full at 3-2. Hattlestead hasn't walked anybody, hasn't struck out anybody, and he has hit one batter so far in his time in relief. This one's fouled off the left side into the crowd. We'll stay at 3-2 and do it again. Mayport CG just back in the fourth inning, scored 6 runs. Here's the payoff pitch. We'll do it again. This one's fouled back behind us.
Pretty good at bat for Fugelberg here, making sure he drives his pitch count up a little bit, make him work for it.
No strikeouts for Hattlestead yet. 7 hits so far for Mayport CG for 10 runs. And the first walk given up by Hattlestead after that payoff pitch to Fugelberg.
Next up for the Patriots, the right fielder,
That's
number 9.
Fugelberg's second walk today. Brings on Landon Koenig, who has walked in consecutive plate appearances. He started today striking out in the first. Those 2 walks have resulted in 2 runs scored by Koenig. He rips the first pitch foul and behind the backstop. 1 on, 1 out for Hattlestead to work with. Infield playing moderately deep. Lemke close to the wall. Foul back again, 0-2. Out of play. Bottom of the fifth. 7-run game in favor of the Patriots. They'll play whoever wins this game will play the winner of Hatton Northwood and Hope Finley. 0-2, taking out Duham. Runner goes, throw to second on a line, and in time, gunned down at second base is Fugelberg. A nice dime there from Duham for the second out. It's the first time Mayport CG has been unsuccessful on a stolen base attempt. Here's the 1-2. Now it's evened up after that ball is called inside. Koenig at the plate, nobody on. 2 outs, 2-2 from Hattlestead. Skips in the dirt. Snagged by Duham. It runs full. Once again for the second straight at bat. Hattlestead's payoff pitch to Koenig. Inside. And ball 4, Koenig takes his base. Third straight walk for Landon Koenig after starting out the day striking out. He's made a knack for having a good eye.
Number 25, Cade Susie.
Susie is 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. He walked in the first, popped out to first in the third, had a single in the last inning. Ball 1 taken. An RBI single for Susie in the bottom of the fourth. That saw 6 runs scored for the Pats. The 1-0 grounded up the middle. Should be playable by Beliles at short off 2 hops. He flips to second for the 6-4 putout. In the inning for Mayport CG, 2 walks. They strand 2. Still on top of Hillsborough Central Valley, 10-3 on the Tim Kazant seat sale scoreboard.
RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton announces their summer discounts and programs are now available. Contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton for more details, 701-636-2119, or visit them at their locations. It's time to start thinking about Plant 22. Your precision planting dealer, RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton. Summer programs and discounts now available. It pays to plant with precision.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough.
10-3 game in favor of Mayport CG. Jake Hutter still on the mound after 5 innings so far. He has 82 pitches, just 8 away from reaching his 90, where he would have to rest 1 day. Looks like the defense stays the same for Mayport CG. Jordan Evans at catcher, Lucas Fugelberg at third, Cade Susie at first, Sawyer Setchum at short, Cole Kritzberger at second, Bergstrom, Kritzberger, and Koenig from left to right in the outfield. At first pitch to Limke, fouled off and out of play, 0-1.
Left fielder number 8, Gannon Limke.
Limke 1 for 2 this afternoon. A single in the fourth and a pop out to second in the second. Hutter 0-1 had Limke way out in front of that one, guessing 0-2 on the off-speed pitch. Hutter has 5 strikeouts. Looking for a quick, efficient inning. Keep that count down. 0-2 to Limke. He cracks it up the middle, right back into Hutter's glove. Off the chopper, he throws in time to Susie for the first out. He goes 1-3, brings on Alec Magnuson.
Designated hitter number 14, Alex Magnuson.
He's 1 for 2 with a solo shot back in the third. Flew out to center in the next inning. First pitch, he takes a rip at that one, fouls it off to the backstop. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on, 7-run game. Magnuson watches that one skip well before the plate for 1-1. Jordan Evans going to talk to Jake Hutter now. Converging on the mound. Hutter grins, laughs. What do you think he said to him, Preston?
Can you not throw it in the dirt? I know I've had that conversation with my catcher one time.
If you're up by 7 runs, I would probably want to 10 relax a little bit. Not have to work as much. That one's up high. 2-1 against Magnuson. Evans has to come out of his crouch for that one. Hutter, quick pace once again. Swung on and right back to Hutter. Consecutive 1-3 plays. No! Lackadaisical from Susie. It falls out of his glove. And that will go down as an E3. That is only the second error for Mayport CG. Magnuson's on first base with Nathan Rage at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Strike out and reached on an error. 1 out in the inning. Hutter winds and deals. And that one misses inside, ball 1. 1-0. Hutter gets Rage swinging, 1-1. That's Magnuson at first. Hutter goes home. The 1-1 lined grounder to third, picked up by Fugelberg. He goes a second over the first, gets the out. Safe at first is Rage. That play goes 5-4 for the second out. Rage is 0 for 3. Back to Peyton Belials, who struck out in the fifth. He's 0 for 3. Rage takes Magnuson's spot at first. First pitch to Belials, ball 1. Down and away. One-0 count. Good lead by Rage at first. We'll see if he goes. He holds up. Ball is way high. Evans. Sky's up for it. 2-0. Belials a pop-up, a ground out, and a strikeout. 2-0 from Hutter. Make it 3-0 outside. Hutter has struck out 5. He has walked 1. 3 runs given up, 2 earned. And he's walked another. 2 men on with 2 out in a 7-run ball game. Bringing on Braden Walsh, 2 for 2 day with a walk. He walked in his last appearance in the 6th. As Hutter is above his 90 pitches for 1 day's rest. Looks like he might be laboring just a tad bit. His first pitch to Walsh. Inside. Walsh flinches and skips at that one. 1-0. Two singles for Walsh, both in the first and the third. 1-0 from Hutter in the dirt. 2-0. Top of the 6th inning. Game number 4 of this District 6 tournament. Second round. Hutter's 2-0. Make it 2-1, called strike 1. Infield playing a little deep, especially at short and second by Satcham and Kritzberger. The 2-1 from Hutter. That one's inside. Another boot scoot and boogie from Walsh. 3-1. Hutter's working very quickly now, getting back into his set. Likes the sign and will come home. That one's called right at the numbers for 3-2. Two outs, payoff pitch. The runners will be going. Hutter's 3-2 count on its way to Walsh. Swung on and missed. 6 strikeouts for Jake Hutter today. He strands 2 socks on the base paths. And at the end of the top of the 6th, it's still a 10-3 ball game in favor of the Patriots over Hillsborough Central Valley. We'll take a break and come back on the Tim Cassette Seed Sales Scoreboard. You're watching YourLiveEvent.com.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband, voice, TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Handelstead back on the mound. Bottom of the sixth inning, 10-3 ball game. Mayport CG leading Hillsborough Central Valley in round number 2 of the District 6 Legion Baseball Tournament. Leading off, guaranteed for Mayport CG, Jake Hutter, Cole Kritzberger, and Ethan Bergstrom. The talking point probably of this game, it was relatively close. Hillsborough Central Valley has stuck around there early on in the game, but a 6-run outburst by Mayport CG back in the 4th inning has set the tone for the rest of this game as Hutter takes ball 1. Hutter is also, I believe, at 102 pitches now on the mound. So he loses his day of rest. He takes ball 2 high. If Mayport CG wins today, they won't play tomorrow. That one's called strike 1. Excuse me, Mayport CG would play tomorrow actually at 1 p.m. I gotta check the official news schedule. This one's lifted into shallow center field and it taken care of. Can of corn play out by Braden Walsh for the first out. Looking at the new official schedule here in one moment for the District 6 tournament. Cole Kritzberger steps up to the dish. He's 1 for 2. Takes ball 1. So Mayport CG, if they won, they would play tomorrow at 3. It looks to be whoever wins between Thompson and Hatton Northwood. Strike there against Kritzberger, 1-1. One out. Bottom of the 6th. This one shot back up the center. Picked up over at second by Walsh, and he bobbles it. And that's an error committed by Hillsborough Central Valley. Their 3rd today. That play actually picked up by Hebel on the previous play in center. E4 results with Ethan Bergstrom stepping in. He's 1 for 3, has an RBI, and has scored 2 runs. Hattelstead gets him, swing and a miss. Mayport CG 3 for 4 today in stolen bases. Not too shabby.
Hattelstead's been pretty clean too, pitching since coming out with the bases loaded.
That one looks like it bounced off the noggin of Devin Johnson on the pickoff attempt by Hattelstead. Trying to extinguish Kritzberger from the base path. Just 1 out. Cole Kritzberger at first. 0-1 count to Bergstrom. High 1-1 and a quick snap throw from Duham, not in time. The ball gets away from Hattelstead. Caleb corrals the baseball and gets back. Has a 1-1 count. One comes home from Hattelstead. This one line to third. Nice play over at third, but a wide throw to second from Aaron Johnson. And back-to-back errors committed by HCV. Make that 4 today by the Blue Sox. E4, and now it's an E5.
Looks like that now brings the game-winning run to home plate.
If 3 runs are scored in this inning, the 10-run rule after 5 comes into play. Reed Kritzberger may be that 3rd run. He takes strike 1. Two runners on, 1 out. Hattelstead's 0-1 count comes home. This one weakly lined over the right on a slow grounder. Devin Johnson takes it himself and now races to first. Looks like trying to cover was Walsh, and he could not get there. No toss, and the bags are loaded. And Coach Nathan Walsh is going to call time and meet with Hattlestead. We'll take a quick break. 10-3 ball game might be coming to a close if Mayport CG takes care of HCV with the bags packed. 10-3 in the Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard.
Summer is a time for enjoying the outdoors and having fun in the warm weather. American Crystal Sugar reminds you of some tips to keep you safe during the summertime. When working or playing in the hot weather, be sure to stay hydrated, take extra breaks, and drink lots of water. Use sunscreen and apply frequently. Wear light, loose-fitting clothing. Wear sunglasses to protect your eyes. And if possible, wear a wide-brim hat to bring more shade cover. Never leave children or pets alone in vehicles. Summer safety reminders from American Crystal Sugar Company.
3 consecutive errors results in the bags loaded for Mayport CG, and Sawyer Satcham scorching hot, 2 for 3 day, 2 runs scored and 2 RBIs at the plate, lines it up the middle, and that's a base knock. 1 run is in. Kritzberger scores, and everyone holds up, now being sent, and now hold up at third is Bergstrom after the bobble out in center by Hebel. It's an RBI single for Sawyer Satcham, and like I said, scorching hot is Satcham. He is 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, 2 doubles, and now a single, making a strong case for Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. 11-3 game now.
Looks like Bergstrom most likely could have been there at home plate if he hadn't kind of hesitated over there.
2 runs now from the run rule. Evans takes a ball and gets away. Bergstrom races home. Throw is not in time. 12-3. Runners advance to second and third. 1 run away and just 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Bergstrom scores his 3rd run of the game.
Most likely see a shallow infield right here.
And there it is, as you said.
Basically, right here, you got to make a play that you can throw it.
1-0 to Evans, who fouls it behind the crowd. 1-1.
Basically, you're going to have the shallow infield playing because you have to play it where you can maybe make a play at home plate if there's a fly ball there.
Sadger must be seeing softballs out there. His eyes were wide, and he took that first pitch up the middle. Evans takes that first pitch, called strike. 1-2 is the count. The winning run represented in Reed Kritzberger, just 90 feet away. 1-2 from Hattlestead to Evans. Just missed in the corner inside. Evened up.
Evans being surprisingly pretty quiet at the plate today.
And he's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, has a walk. This one line to left, and that's the ball game. An RBI single for Jordan Evans makes it 13-3, and Mayport CG walks off Hillsborough Central Valley in 6 innings. Put it in the books. We'll see Mayport CG advance to the next round and face the winner of Thompson and Hatton Northwood. Your final score on the Tim Gazette seat sale scoreboard: Mayport CG 13, lucky number 13, against Hillsborough Central Valley's 3. Let's take a break and come back with our post-game report and recap this game, get some interviews from the top players of today's game after this on yourliveevent.com.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsborough. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
At the City of Hillsborough, we're here to power the moments of summer. Whether you're spending the afternoon at the pool, taking in extra innings at the ball game, or lighting up the backyard barbecue, the City of Hillsborough works behind the scenes to power all of summer's special moments. We hope you enjoy them all as we continue to provide safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. The City of Hillsborough, we power on.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. They're open Saturdays 10 to 5. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
You can count on Beth Teagues at Hankinson Insurance to be a team player. Beth has over 30 years of experience as an independent agent. She can match each client with the company that offers the best fit for their unique personal and commercial auto, home, farm, business, crop, hail, and life insurance needs. Auto owners, Farmers Alliance, Grinnell Mutual, Northwest GF Mutual, Progressive, State Auto, and others. Call Hankinson Insurance at 701-242-7822. Best of luck to all area teams and players.
Your final score on the Tim Kazent seed sale scoreboard: Mayport CG 13, Hillsboro Central Valley 3. A run rule walk-off victory courtesy of a Jordan Evans RBI single in the bottom of the sixth inning. That bottom of the sixth inning saw 3 consecutive errors committed by the Blue Sox, and then back-to-back single pokes by Sawyer Satcham and Jordan Evans to end this one just a hair early for the Pats. Let's recap how this game got there for our post-game recap. Starting off in the top of the first inning, just one hit for Hillsboro Central Valley. Had something in business with Braden Walsh, who had a pretty decent day at the plate. However, Aaron Johnson struck out with men on board to put away the Sox. Jake Hutter, a big part of the Pats' performance today with 6 strikeouts, and he goes 6 innings with only 3 runs given up, 2 walks, 3 runs, and 2 of them earned. Meanwhile, in the bottom half of the first inning for Mayport CG, they batted all the way around, sent 9 batters to the plate, came away with 1 hit, 3 walks, and 3 runs, waited to the third to put 1 more on, taxed it on with a hit and a walk, and then absolutely exploded, I would say, for 6 more in the fourth. Looking like this, batting around for Mayport CG. It started with a Jordan Evans strikeout of all things, followed by a Lucas Fugenberg strikeout looking, and the rest is history. Batting around of 2 outs, a walk by Koenig, his 1 of 3. Cade Suzy an RBI single. Jake Hutter with a walk. Cole Kritzberger with another RBI single. He had 2 today. And batting around once again, they had Bergstrom with an RBI as well, a single. And Reed Kritzberger was hit by a pitch, part of his 1-for-4 day, and 3 runs scored. 2 more tacked on, as I mentioned, by Mayport CG, with RBI singles by Sawyer Satcham and Jordan Evans, and a pass ball that resulted in a, I believe, Ethan Bergstrom score from third base. Final score, 13-3, Mayport CG will see Thompson or Hatton Northwood. That game is about, I would say, 20 minutes away from taking place here at Northern Cass High School. Recap the tournament real quick in District 6 Legion play. Starting on Monday, Hillsboro Central Valley knocked off Gardner 5-3. The Sox are 3-0 against the Express this summer. And then later on Monday afternoon, Thompson and Oak Grove were in a 2-1 scuffle when a rain and thunderstorm broke out, postponing the day early. Thompson and Oak Grove picked it back up at 10 a.m. today, resulting in a 14-4 victory for Thompson. After that game, Hatton Northwood and Hope Finley clashed, resulting in Hatton Northwood taking it 10-4. And whoever wins between Thompson and Hatton Northwood will play versus Mayport CG tomorrow. And I believe that game is at 1 p.m. Looking at the news schedule, it is at 3 p.m. whoever wins next to play the Patriots. Let's take a break and come back with our post-game players of the game after this. But once again, your final score on the Tim Kazet seed sale scoreboard: Mayport CG 13, Hillsboro Central Valley 3.
The service from Hillsborough Dairy is fantastic. It is reliable and the products are quality and fresh. Milk products delivered right to your door like we do at our home. Milk products, juices, cheese products, cream products, yogurt, cottage cheese, butter, margarine, non-dairy items, frozen entrees, frozen chicken, seafood, frozen soup, fettings, bread, bakery boy, frozen doughs, frozen appetizers, all available from Hillsborough Dairy, delivering right to your door. Call the Udder Guy, 701-436-5877.
Every business has its special needs and its own unique set of challenges. That's why we treat your business just like ours, to make sure you are covered right. Hello, this is Shane with Irie Insurance, and our agents have seen it all, and one slip-up can take a small business years to recover from. That's why it's so important for a small business to work with an insurance company that can save them money but also make sure they are protected. If you own a small business, we would like to work for you. Go to IrieInsurance.com to find a local agent near you.
RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton announces their summer discounts and programs are now available. Contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton for more details, 701-636-2119, or visit them at their locations. It's time to start thinking about Plant 22. Your precision planting dealer, RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton. Summer programs and discounts now available. It pays to plant with precision.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough.
There's no way to count the number of sandwiches you've packed over the years. Hard to imagine this day would come. Yeah, there's still the same fields, the same roads, the same hard work. But now they're in someone else's hands. And you couldn't be more proud of who you're handing the farm to. No matter what the future holds, Ag Country is here to help you plan ahead.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com. Final on the Tim Gazette seat sales scoreboard. Mayport CG 13 and Hillsborough Central Valley 3. I'm now joined by the head honcho for the Blue Sox, Nathan Walsh. Coach, not the ball game you wanted to see. A tough one to start early. You had a guy out there with a broken middle finger on his pitching hand, so it set the tone early. What are your initial thoughts, Coach?
Yeah, he went out and battled right away. We had a couple balls that we probably should have made plays on, or could have made plays on, and all of a sudden he's trying to dig down a little deeper to get outs instead of the other way around. Where maybe we had a couple outs early and he can just pitch a little bit more. Instead, he's trying to make some changes and trying to adjust. And I tell you what, though, he battled, and then Gavin came in and did a heck of a job, got us out of that inning, and we just couldn't ever put enough stuff together, I guess, to get those runs across. You always say it's a game of inches, but we had a couple balls that if they get over a glove of one of those Mayville kids, it's a 10-8 game instead of 10-3, and that's baseball for you. That's what I just told the kids too. It can be awful rude to you sometimes, and that's kind of what happened. But we did a lot of good things, but we just got to make sure that we keep our composure and play through those tough situations that happen.
You had runners on in that, I believe, fifth inning, where Devin Johnson was robbed at the wall by Bergstrom. A great play by Ethan Bergstrom. Was that kind of play, those kind of plays, that took away your momentum, took away some of the energy in this game?
Well, that's absolutely the truth. Yes, we a lot of us were thinking that's either at least over his head, if not over the fence. Ball travels over the fence, and all of a sudden, that's 3 runs we get. An inning later or so, we're bases are loaded or almost loaded, and we're ready to come up with a big hit. And they come up with plays, and tip your hat to them. I mean, the catch Bergstrom made out and left was awfully impressive. A lot of high school kids don't make that play.
And I believe looking at the schedule now, it's not the updated one, but it looks like you'll play the loser of game 2 and 3, which would be Oak Grove and Hope Finley. What's your initial thoughts and the first thing you're thinking about with those two teams?
Yeah, they play tonight. They play the last game of the evening tonight, and then we play the winner of that one tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And Yeah, that's two teams that we're very acquainted with. We've obviously seen them quite a bit over these last couple of summers, and again, we got to come ready to play because if you want to keep playing in this thing, you got to win that one. People want to say, well, you got to get that second game. Well, you got to win the first one to get to number 2, and if we don't show up and play, we're gonna have a tough time. So, got to come composed. Hopefully, we get a good night's rest tonight and take care of some tired muscles and things like that after a couple days in the heat. We're tuckered out a little bit, so hopefully we can dig deep and find some energy and come ready to play.
Coach, before I let you go, got to highlight a positive. Gavin Belials had 7 strikeouts. He did come away with 5 walks, but those came at the end of his run. What did you think of Gavin's performance and out of relief?
Well, yeah, and he came into a tough situation. He's got a lot of guys on base. He's got some good hitters coming up, and he went and attacked them, and like I said, got us out of that first inning, and he kept us in the ballgame for a long time, and that's all I could ask of him. He probably would have finished the game, but I'm also looking at the future that maybe he can come back and throw later this week. And Caleb came in and did a nice job to finish the game off. That's again, we got to make some plays. We got to make some plays in situations like that when when the team is struggling a little bit, the pitchers are working as hard as they can, and it's kids, it's high school kids playing ball, and we're doing the best we can. Nobody's trying to make mistakes. We just have to try to make a few improvements, and if we want to keep playing and play until Friday, we gotta really take care of ourselves right now, and because we can't take care of what the other team does, we'll only take care of ourselves.
Coach, any final thoughts?
I just, hopefully, like I said, we come ready to play tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. They're doing a nice job here at Northern Cast and taking care of things and taking care of us very well. So it'd be nice to play here a couple more days. And but again, I hope we come and play well tomorrow morning or tomorrow early afternoon, I guess, and give ourselves a chance.
Well, Coach, we'll see you there.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Coach, thanks for your time and good luck tomorrow. Thank you, Coach Nathan Walsh of Hillsborough Central Valley, taking the time here in our post-game report on YourLiveEvent.com. His Blue Sox fall to Mayport CG. The Pats on top 13-3 in 6 innings via 10-run rule after 5. As we're just about to break into our final stats of the game. And let's look at it for the winning Mayport CG Patriots first. Jake Hutter goes 6 innings. He strikes out 6. He walks 2, gives up 3 runs, 2 of them earned. He had 102 total pitches, and he will be our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. I mean, how can you not give a Precision Player of the Game award to a precise pitcher like Jake Hutter? Jake Hutter, Precision Player of the Game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises. Thinking about upgrading your planter? Visit RDK Enterprises at the locations in Hillsborough and Drayton, North Dakota to learn about available rebates and financing. RDK Enterprises, planterdoc.com. And I believe Taylor Kunkel, the head coach of Mayport CG, will join us here shortly as we list down the final stats for the Patriots. Ethan Bergstrom with a 1-for-4 day, 3 runs scored, 1 RBI. Reed Kritzberger, 1-for-4 day as well, 3 runs to his credit. Sawyer Satcham is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game as he hit 3-for-4, 2 runs and 3 RBIs. And let's talk about Sawyer Satcham real quick with the head coach of Mayport CG, Taylor Kunkel. Coach, I just awarded Jake Hutter our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game for, well, the day he had on the mound, and Sawyer Satcham at the plate, our Energy Player of the Game. Your initial thoughts after that 13-3 victory?
It was great to see the boys hit the ball. Jake threw a heck of a game, and yeah, we did what we had to. Good to jump on top of them right away.
You jumped on them often, and then late in the game as well. You had 6 runs, I believe, in that 4th inning that really blew this game wide open. What was it like after, though, Magnuson's home run that kind of shifted momentum for a little bit? What did you guys feel that you had to do to shift it back in your favor?
I think just get back to work. I don't think it was anything in particular. Just guy hit a home run. It was a solo shot. We're not going to worry about that too much when we're up. We just got to keep grinding, keep hitting the ball.
I believe this is the second run rule game of this tournament. What's it feel to have that under your belt, setting a tone and a precedence for the rest of the teams in the tourney?
Great time to play great baseball, and hopefully we keep it going.
Are you going to stick around to watch Thompson and Hatton Northwood?
Yep, I am. You guys aren't, we're not putting this online, so I guess I'm going to have to stay here.
It's a subtle jab, but that's okay. What do you think of Thompson and Hatton Northwood? Both teams very impressive in their initial games in the tournament. Hatton Northwood won 10-4, and Thompson a 14-4 run rule victory over Oak Grove.
Yeah, I think obviously both teams are solid. They're 2 and 3 seed for a reason. this could go either way. They've both they've gone back and forth and head-to-head each other. I know last time Thompson was down a few guys, so it should be interesting anyway.
Coach, any final thoughts?
Nope. Thank you guys for broadcasting this.
Thank you for your time. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Coach Taylor Kunkel of Mayport CG. His team winners 13-3 in 6 innings. As I was talking about, our players of the game, you see our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game was Jake Hutter. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Sawyer Satcham. A 3-for-4 outing at the plate, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs. One of those RBIs helped almost end this ball game in the 6th inning. Later followed by Jordan Evans' RBI poke later on. So our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game belongs to Sawyer Satcham. Work has begun to replace Line 3 and keeping everyone safe as Enbridge's top priority. Robust COVID-19 safety rules have been established for Enbridge employees because we want everyone home safe. Learn more by visiting enbridge.com/line3.us. Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, Sawyer Satcham, RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, Jake Hutter. Let's get back to our final stats of this ball game. Get to Jordan Evans for the Pats. 1 for 3, but that one hit, big one, in the bottom of the 6th. A walk-off single up the middle to end this game out left center field. A 1 for 3, 1 RBI. He also walked as well. Lucas Fugelberg with a 0 for 2 day. He walked twice. Landon Koenig 0 for 1 with 3 walks of his own. 2 runs scored for Koenig in his first summer as a Patriot. Cade Suzy 1 for 3, 1 run, 1 RBI. He had a base knock. Back in the 4th inning, Jake Hutter hit 1 for 2, walked once, and batted in 1 run. Cole Kritzberger in the 9th spot, 1 for 3, clutch with 1 run scored and 2 RBIs for Mayport CG to rally off in the 6th. In the final stat line for the Patriots, they score 13 runs off of, I see, 1, 2, make it 7, 9 hits, and 2 errors. Not a too shabby day for Mayport CG. As for Hillsborough Central Valley, 3 pitchers on the day. Devin Johnson does not record a single out in the first. The starting pitcher, 2 walks, 3 runs. I believe 2 of them unearned after the 2 initial errors in the first inning. He takes the loss today. Gavin Beliles in relief was not too bad himself. 3 2/3 pitched, 7 strikeouts, 5 walks, however, and 6 runs given up. Caleb Hattlestead pitches 2 1/3, hits a batter, and gives up 4 runs of his own. At the plate for the Blue Sox, Peyton Beliles 0 for 3 on the day. Braden Walsh 2 for 3, 1 run scored. Cole Hebel 1 for 2, 1 RBI. Aaron Johnson 1 for 3. Andrew Duham 0 for 2 with a RBI sac fly. Devin Johnson 0 for 3. Gannon Lemke with a 1-3 outing and a nice catch out in left field. Diving catch. Alec Magnuson 1 for 3, 1 RBI, 1 run. That all came off 1 swing to left center field with a solo leadoff shot in the top of the 3rd. Rounding out for the Blue Sox, Nathan Rage in the 9th spot. 0 for 3 with 1 run scored. He reached off of an error at second base. That makes 3 runs off of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits for HCV and 5 errors. That's something that needs to be talked about real quick. Preston, 3 errors consecutively back in the 6th inning that started what would be the end of the Blue Sox in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you just got to play better a little bit on that defensive side. I mean, what did they have total combined 5 errors?
5 errors, and 3 of them, majority of them, coming in that bottom of the 6th. Magnuson reached on an error. Excuse me, let me look at the other stat sheet. It was Cole Kritzberger reaching on an error, and then Ethan Bergstrom, and then Reed Kritzberger, and eventually Sawyer Satcham and Jordan Evans making the Sox pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you have to play pretty clean if you're going to want to play in the game. I mean, makes you wonder what the score would have been if Hillsborough would have played just a little bit cleaner on the defensive side.
You also got to think of the Ethan Bergstrom catch out in left field that took away momentum for the Blue Sox with runners on the base paths. After he took one to the lower body and was down for a hot second, he takes one to the wall, crashes against the wall, but he comes up with the ball, and he takes away any type of momentum for Hillsborough Central Valley. And results today in a 13-3 decision in favor of Mayport CG. Let's look at their next game coming up on our new renovated District 6 schedule, if I can get to it. This Hillsborough Central Valley falls, so Mayport CG will play tomorrow at 3 p.m. against the winner of this game between Thompson and Hatton Northwood. As for Hillsborough Central Valley, they'll wait to see who wins between Oak Grove and Hope Finley. That game is later this afternoon at 5 p.m. And the winner of that game goes on to face HCV tomorrow at 1 p.m. And we will have that contest right here on YourLiveEvent.com, brought to you by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated and Halstead Telephone Company. I believe that does it for us here at Northern Cass High School. Once again, the final on the Tim Cassette seat sale scoreboard: Mayport CG 13, Hillsborough Central Valley 3. For Preston DeVille, myself, Derek Zimmerman Geyer, we're telling you to have a terrific rest of your Tuesday afternoon, and we'll see you tomorrow.